what I've heard about them as a couple is that they've been living separate lives for a very long time. So they together, but they living separate.
Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Beyonce and Jay-Z are getting a divorce. Is she crazy?
It seems like there's some major drama brewing in the Carter family home. The gossip going around is that Beyonce and Jay-Z are calling it quits and heading straight for divorce. Can you believe it? The buzz is that they've been on rocky ground for quite some time and have actually been living apart. However, they've been keeping it hush-hush to maintain the image of a perfect marriage. But now, it looks like Beyonce is making some big moves to look out for herself. Rumor has it that Jay-Z is next in line to be put on blast by some big names in Hollywood, just like what happened to his buddy Diddy. Remember when Mia, a former artist from Jay-Z's Rock Nation, spilled the beans on his tie to the Bronfman family, known for their controversial dealings? Well, it seems Jay-Z's ship might be sinking, and Beyonce isn't planning to sink along with him. Instead, she's supposedly cutting ties to save her own skin. Well, it's time to spill the tea because this whole situation is too wild. Does this come as a shock to you? Because Beyonce reportedly wants out of this marriage, and divorce is imminent. Now, this comes as a bit of a shock, especially since Jay-Z dedicated his entire Grammy speech to Beyonce, calling out how the Recording Academy has shortchanged her throughout her solo career. Despite being up for Album of the Year 4 times, a win has eluded her. There was a lot of hope she'd snag it last year for Renaissance, but alas, Harry Styles took it home for Harry's House, causing quite the stir among fans who thought Renaissance was the superior album. Jay-Z's disappointment couldn't be hidden. He went on to vent in an interview on Tidal, his own platform, emphasizing how crucial it was for him to get his message across. He passionately argued that Beyonce's Renaissance should have won Album of the Year, highlighting its cultural impact, how it energized the world, and its universal appeal in clubs and remixes. He praised its creativity and inspiration, but critiqued the Grammys for their apparent bias against Beyonce, expressing a desire for the awards to simply get it right, reflecting the dreams and aspirations of many artists who idolized the Grammys from a young age. Despite Beyonce becoming the most awarded artist in Grammy history, Jay-Z's grudge lingered. At last week's Grammy, where he received the Golden Icon Award, he didn't shy away from bringing up the issue again, accusing the Academy of bias towards his wife. He insisted his intention wasn't to embarrass, but to call out the inconsistency, underlining how much the recognition means to them, reminiscent of legends like Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder. So yeah, it's been a year, and you'd think maybe he'd move past it, but nope, Jay-Z's still got that chip on his shoulder.
I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that.
Fans were definitely torn about Jay-Z's outspoken stance, with quite a few eyebrows being raised. Some thought Jay-Z came off as a bit too demanding, wonder why he was making a fuss about Beyonce not snagging Album of the Year when she's already bagged 32 Grammys, more than any other artist ever. They felt maybe he should just appreciate the incredible achievements Beyonce has under her belt, rather than lamenting the ones that got away. But on the flip side, many found it really touching that Jay-Z was so vocal in his support for Beyonce. The fact that he was still advocating for her more than a year on really highlighted his deep care and commitment to what's important to her. Plus, him using his own spotlight moment to sing her praises rather than his own struck a really sweet chord. Yet whispers suggest that there might be more behind Jay-Z's actions. Gossip swirling is that his public declarations were a final bid to win Beyonce back, as rumors fly about them living separate lives for some time now. They've apparently been keeping up appearances as a united front, much like Will and Jada Smith did up until Jada's revelations last year. This juicy tidbit comes courtesy of blogger Storm Monroe, who claims to have insider info hinting that this power couple could be on the brink of divorce, with Beyonce allegedly ready to push forward with the separation and officially end things with Jay-Z.
Basically, after the major documentaries come out, right? After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed.
Some folks in the Bay Hive are actually relieved to hear about the potential split, as they've been urging Beyonce to leave Jay-Z for quite some time now. Their calls for her to move on grew louder after Beyonce disclosed Jay-Z's infidelity with Becky with the good hair. Despite the turmoil, Beyonce remained by his side, but it seems she's now considering a divorce, signaling a significant shift. Beyonce has been a rock, sticking with Jay-Z through thick and thin, enduring not just the infidelity, but also whispers of their age gap and speculation on how it might have influenced their relationship. The age difference between Beyonce and Jay-Z has always been a talking point. Born in 1981, Beyonce is now 42, while Jay-Z, born in 1969, is 54. Though a 12-year age gap might not seem unusual in many relationships, eyebrows were raised considering they met when Beyonce was just 18 and Jay-Z was a mature 30. The dynamics of their early relationship, especially with such a different age gap at those particular ages, have sparked discussion and concerns among fans. Jay-Z's recount of their first meeting in his 2018 song 713, the Carters' Everything Is Love album, added more intrigue to the story. This age gap discussion has led to online debates about the appropriateness of their initial relationship dynamics, given Beyonce's age at the time. Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship timeline includes quietly dating since 2001, but only making it public at the 2004 MTV Music Video Awards. Early in their relationship, they collaborated on hits like Crazy in Love, which bagged a Grammy in 2004. However, the path to their love story wasn't smooth, with rumors of Jay-Z's infidelity circulating early on. Beyonce's 2006 track, Resentment, hinted at the troubles they faced due to Jay-Z's actions.
Now my suspicions of you have multiplied, and it's all because you lied.
Yep, it's clearly painting a picture of an unstable relationship, to say the least. Anyway, despite the difficulties, they managed to navigate through the ups and downs together. Well, until now. In 2008, Beyonce and Jay-Z decided it was time to say "I do" in a unique ceremony held in Jay-Z's penthouse. But this wasn't your average wedding celebration. Along with swapping wedding rings, they ramped up the romance by getting matching tattoos of their favorite number, 4, on their fingers. Why the number 4, you ask? Well, it's pretty special to them. They got married on April 4th, Beyonce's birthday is on September 4th, and Jay-Z celebrates his on December 4th. And don't forget Jay-Z's album 444 and their daughter's name Blue Ivy, with Ivy representing 4 in Roman numerals. They had no clue then how much that number 4 tattoo would come to symbolize the ups and downs they'd faced together. Fast forward 6 years into their marriage, and the Carters have suddenly found themselves smack in the middle of one of the internet's most talked about controversies. The drama unfolded shortly after Jay-Z and Beyonce's sister, Solange, stepped out for the 2014 Met Gala. Then TMZ, the go-to source for celebrity gossip, unleashed a bombshell that no one saw coming: the infamous elevator incident. Captured in grainy black and white video, the footage shows Jay-Z, Beyonce, Solange, and Jay-Z's bodyguard all squeezed into an elevator. Out of the blue, Solange launches into a physical altercation, spitting at Jay-Z and delivering a flurry of punches and kicks in his direction. And yeah, some of those hits definitely landed. Everyone was losing their minds, but the real buzz wasn't about the scuffle itself. It was all about Beyonce's super chill attitude during the elevator drama. It had everyone turning into sleuths, combing through the elevator video frame by frame, hunting for hints. The speculation and conspiracy theories started flying left and right, each one wilder than the last. But it was crystal clear that Jay-Z had really stepped on some toes. The big question on everyone's mind was exactly what he did to provoke such a reaction from Solange, especially since Beyonce had always said how her younger sister is super protective. The whole elevator incident sent shockwaves across Beyonce and Jay-Z's fanbase. Yet made it even more intriguing was the timing. Just 2 days before the world saw that explosive footage, the couple was spotted looking all happy and loved up at a Brooklyn Nets game. The picture of marital bliss, but hidden camera footage from that same event caught them in a brief but intense argument, quickly switching to give each other the cold shoulder.
Solutions hero of the game, Glenn Martin of New York City. As a longtime real estate executive for Christian & Wakefield, Glenn had the foresight years ago to know that Brooklyn.
As soon as they noticed the cameras were on them, they instantly switched gears, laughing and playing up the perfect couple act once again. It seemed a bit like they were trying to do some quick damage control, and despite the chaos that might have been unfolding privately, they always knew how to present a united front whenever they were in the spotlight. Their marriage is anything but simple, with strong claims suggesting divorce being imminent. Is this the end of an era for one of the music's most powerful couples? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below.